the obnoxious girl is bad? What if she's only obnoxious when she's with you inside like the car? Like was that like, the
just like
if
or
it's
was
you
that
two alone,
or was that always is she on like that 100% of the time?
No,
obnoxious is probably not the word, because like my wife is not obnoxious,
but she can be.
Right? Nah.
Well, everybody's wife or everyone's girlfriend can be obnoxious.
I think because the real conversation is that we don't like girls. I wouldn't want my wife to be the like one if we were all hanging out in a big group and her being the loud one talking about, guess what happened to me today? Like, that's not what I want. Yeah. That's just personally.
It's a lot of pressure, yo.
I think I'm okay with that as long as the conversation isn't on some like ratchet shit.
Yeah.
Because what if she's like, oh my God, I got the fucking job? Like, then I'll be like, oh shit, of course you should be excited.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the times,
different.
like, and I know what you guys mean, because I think a lot of the times that's what I associate being loud with.
But you know, like, what we're talking about, bro.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be happy about getting that 6-figure job type shit. Like, everyone's gonna be like excited, right, and with excitement comes like I guess your voice gets louder and shit. But we're talking about like
a girl who's like regularly, like always loud, always trying to be the center of attention. That's, I guess, what we're talking about.
The center of attention.
Yeah. Which can get annoying.
Yeah. I want my girl to be low key as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't no one look over here, you know.
Like, nothing's going on here. You know?
Having a conversation like within the group is cool. Like, hey, guess what happened to me? But like making sure that all 10 people in the group know exactly what happened.
Yeah.
All at once is crazy.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. But
so if she's like that 100% of the time, it's a no go.
Yeah, it could be annoying.
That is annoying, and I'm sure it's the same. Like it works the same way for them. Like,
well, maybe, who knows? Maybe it's a plus. Like if a guy is always like
obnoxious, no one likes even that obnoxious guy to us. It's like, oh, who invited him?
I guess there's a fine line between like obnoxious and then like someone who's like entertaining, right?
Yeah,
keeps the crowd going or whatever.
So is that only for guys, or does that apply for girls?
Because obnoxious comes with like a negative connotation, doesn't it? Like,
so there's a right way of doing it.
Yeah, because I have like on my wife's side of the family, there's this uncle, right? Super funny. He's gonna crack jokes, and there might be jokes that kind of hurt, but he's gonna
crack them. He's gonna call you out.
I wouldn't consider him obnoxious. He's just funny because he's gonna crack jokes at everyone. But he's always talking. He's the loudest one.
There's always that guy in the family, huh?
Yeah.
Like from like your significant other's side, who when you go meet the first time, they just like clown on you, or they like pick a joke at you and stuff.
And I mean, he could go to a restaurant and be civil and shit. Like, we've been out to eat, but like at home, like just kicking it at a barbecue, he's definitely the loudest one. But I wouldn't consider that obnoxious.
Nah, yeah, me neither. Me neither.
So there's a fine line between obnoxious and entertaining.
The funny guy.
The funny guy.
And then what if you're like...
I think that's a very thin line. That's probably why women don't like when we like joke with them a lot. Because sometimes it's funny and then it's like, bro, you're so annoying.
So you're hurting my feelings.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's a very thin line, because one too many of the same jokes is kind of like, okay, now you're being annoying.
I don't make fun of people in general.
Nah.
You don't know. You don't know where you might strike a chord. Like...
Cap, I smell like a fresh cappuccino brewing right now, bro.
I clown on like my homies, like you guys, and like the people who I know. We can.
Yeah, your girl. You don't know your girl.
I clown my girl every now and then.
That's what we're talking about here.
But I know, like, it's never on no like
a stranger. You're talking about you don't clown on a stranger.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about a stranger.
Okay, if you guys ever met that guy who's like, who tries to talk like he knows you, he's known you forever, and you're like, bro, I don't fucking
know you.
I don't rock with you like this.
Monty just had that experience, right? It's like, bro, I haven't seen you forever.
Oh yeah, that's out of my head.
It's like, I don't even know who you are.
Good to see you, bro. Yeah,
get this lame away from me.
Sandre, do something.
Like, who invited this guy? But that's crazy.
Well, welcome back to the Lord Second Edition podcast, the hottest podcast in the world. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yep.
I'm here with Monty.
What's up?
Where were we?
Where
is she?
I went to a comedy show last night.
Oh yeah, you did.
It was cool.
Who did you go see?
Jeff Garcia was the headliner. Yeah. It was my first time hearing about him, and I think he's got like his like fan base. You know, he's got his thing going on. He's already like established.
That's
I
the guy
assume,
that
but-
looks like Ernie from George Lopez show, right?
Yeah. No, but he was really funny. He had us all dying.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck. I mean, no disrespect. I don't know, but since he said he looks like Ernie, I already pictured
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
That
Pretty
makes it
spot
funny.
on there.
Yeah.
Ernie was like a funny character to me. Like he was like the funny guy. I guess he was the funny guy in both times that I seen him. The funny guy on George Lopez show, and then I seen him on Blood In, Blood Out. The very first time I've ever seen him. When
I don't think I remember that.
when he's the one that says, "Don't get stains in the back seat, fool."
Oh yeah.
That's that fool.
Yeah.
But I was like, he was that funny guy, and then when I saw him, I'm like, damn, bro, he's in a family show, and he was like in a whole "I'ma kill you" ass movie before this. But he was pretty funny. How funny was this guy that you went to see?
Dude, he was funny. Him and like his
Openers?
His openers.
Who were his openers, dude?
I don't even remember.
Were you drinking?
Yeah, I was drinking. Like
always makes it more fun.
The show started and I started drinking, so I wasn't drunk like right off the bat, right? But I was still like, okay, these guys are funny. I was still laughing. Once I was like 2 IPAs in, I guess everything was funny. You know?
Those 2 IPAs will get you.
Yeah.
Was it like obviously the main guy? He's Mexican. Were the other openers Mexican?
They're like the first two were Mexican. Then there was a first 3 were Mexican. Then it was a white guy, and then it was him.
Like
he had
Cholo
it
Mexicans?
Yeah, like Cholo Mexicans. That's like the theme, and it was cool. They everyone was calling like this guy, Jeff Garcia. He came in the crowd and he started just calling out everybody, and that's kind of what he did the whole time. I love that. I think it's so funny, bro.
I like that, but you better be able to give me a solid 15 minutes, like followed or before it.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like
you don't want them to go.
The crowd picking is cool, but I still need you to give me an actual show.
He still did that. He still gave a show.
Like Andrew, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off.
No worries.
But Andrew, he'll like start either with picking the crowd and then hit you with like a good 20, 30 minutes, or he'll hit you with a 20, 30 minutes and then pick on the crowd. You know, but there is people that go out there and they just pick on the crowd, and that's supposed to be like the joke, and it's like, nah.
I know.
So I guess he would pick on the crowd, and then he would like go off on that. It wasn't just like about like the people. He had like his show.
Yeah.
You know, it was entertaining.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go to one in like the upcoming month, I think, or maybe next
Who
month.
you gonna watch?
Fuck, I don't know, dude.
Dude, honestly, I love it. I love comedy shows.
Real quick before you say that, when you said that he like picks on someone and then goes on to a joke, when I see a comedian do that, I'm probably tripping, but I feel like
The freestyle?
No, he was freestyling the whole time, bro.
I feel like you put someone in at that point. Like you said something.
No, these guys are
how
good,
are you gonna?
bro.
How is the person sitting right in front of you the perfect person to go into this joke?
It's because the joke was a lot like the main theme of the night was, it seemed like it was like race, you know. That was the funny thing, because there was white people, Asian people, black people, and Mexican people.
Oh, so
he was
just
calling out everybody.
Hey, you're black, right? Yeah,
and then he's like,
shit.
"What's your name?" And that shit was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Jerome.
Exactly.
And he would be like, Jerome's your name? You know, like,
and he's like, "What do you do for a living?" Oh, okay. And then he would point at the white guy, and then like it was like, "Oh, you're fucking, I don't know,
Timothy."
It was very like, very stereotypical, but it was hilarious.
Software engineer.
And it was cool. At the end, like he was just like, all right, you know, basically like at some point he pointed out like the clock in the back, and he's like, yeah, you guys had me for like 20 more minutes or whatever, so we're just gonna keep going. And everyone was like hyped. And then the 20 minutes was up. He's like, man, like he's like, I went 4 minutes over or whatever, and people didn't want him to go. And then he was just like, all right, everybody, he's just like, put some money up for the house, like for the for the workers here.
okay.
You know,
that was on his like,
that way we could
I'm
go
gonna pass
over.
the basket around on church type shit.
No, exactly. So we tipped out like the servers and the people, and then he just kind of kept going. That way he
I see.
you know what I'm saying? He kind of helped them out because they were gonna stay a little longer or whatever.
OT.
But it was worth
guys.
it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really cool.
Oh, class act. Class act.
Charles,
looking
get
out
me
for
the
the
fuck
workers.
out of here. Fuck your beer. Fuck your pretzel with
I'm
cheese.
trying to go home,
Yeah.
watching Netflix.
I'm trying to go out. Because a lot of those shows that end at 11, you
Yeah,
still have time to get ready as a fucking servant and hit the fucking strip.
Well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
that's what we did after fucking we went.
Yeah, those was want to do the same thing,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I know.
So you had a lot of fun, huh?
I had fun. It was really fun.
We should all go
love
to a show. We live so close to the Improv here.
Yeah, it was my first time being there, and like we live so fucking close.
There's a bunch in Long Beach that we could go to. I know there's some in San Diego. We can make it a whole thing.
Fire.
I'm down, dude. You pay, you drink, and you have a great fucking laugh.
I literally
bro.
only,
It's like dopamine.
I literally only see you guys here. Like
For real. This is the only time we hang out. This is our hangout time.
like I feel like
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
wait,
should.
wait. What were you gonna say?
I was about to say I feel like we hung out way more before, but I'm like, no, we didn't.
Like,
Shit.
yeah, we did when we were younger. When we were younger, we were with each other like every fucking day. My brother makes fun of us all the time. He's like, your boyfriends or
Yeah, it's my man right
yeah.
here.
Like we were together every
My
day.
man's.
And then eventually, when this guy moved away to Arizona, it kind of once a month type of shit. Whenever I pulled up to the alley and Zandra was in the alley, we saw each other
That's
type
right.
shit. And that's it. And then now it's like once a week.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a lot, but we're only here and like we're talking about this the entire time.
Yeah.
True.
It's productive though.
It is, but we gotta hang out. Like we gotta.
Yeah,
like,
we gotta go to a fucking show.
We gotta build chemistry,
And we gotta
too.
get lit too, because like like we never get like
Yeah, we do.
All right, we gotta get the
this guy
Uber,
never takes
everything.
never takes us out to the bar or anything.
And for that
know.
bonfire episode, we're taking shots, bro. Like,
For sure.
we're going crazy.
We take
Shots.
shrooms, dog.
Yeah,
Oh fuck!
Everyone's gonna take shrooms,
I got some.
or else you're not coming.
All right, all right.
What do you mean by that?
Nah, but in San Diego, I went to watch Akash for like $20, and after, if I wouldn't have forgot my ID, we could have hit like the bars and shit. But me and my wife still had fun. We hit a liquor, we bought a bottle, and we did our thing. You know?
Dude, I think like since I've known you, you've always had problems with your ID. Well, like
Yeah,
as
my
in, like,
wallet.
you didn't have your ID or you lost your wallet. And
Yeah.
I remember like
All the time.
you would have like your passport out or something
Yeah.
like for like your ID. and
or
shit.
use like someone else's ID.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
I have two right now in my wallet. I have two IDs because I
Your
lost one.
California real ID.
No, I
and-
lost one. I ordered another one, and when the day that I got the other one, I found the other one. But now I have two, and I really should keep them separated because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
that's smart. You should.
But I keep them both in the same wallet.
Okay.
It's stupid.
When you
Irresponsible, if you ask me.
did you guys see that thing where since we were talking about like comedians, did you see like the Andrew Schulz and like Nelk Boy?
Oh, dude, that
Podcast?
shit.
What do you guys think about that?
That shit was funny to me because a lot of people don't like
Wait,
that guy.
did you guys watch or listen to the podcast?
I didn't listen to the whole thing.
Laz?
I only listened to that part, but I
Well,
seen
don't
clips.
worry, because I did. Go ahead.
I seen clips of the other parts, but not like too many.
Okay, can you inform people what's going on here?
So I guess the Nelk Boys were on a different podcast, and they asked them. I don't know which specific one of them. They were on another podcast, and they asked them, "Have you guys ever recorded a podcast that you guys didn't put out?" And he's like, "Yeah, we did one with Andrew Schulz, and we didn't put it out because we felt, or someone felt like he had it out for what's that kid's name?
Steiny?
Steiny, and we just didn't put it out for that reason." And then I watched Flagrant, and Andrew was talking about it, and he's like, "Well, I just felt like didn't know who I was, and like the questions he was asking were kind of like, bro, if you know who I was, or just
You wouldn't
even,
ask me this question.
Yeah, even if you would have even just like looked up Andrew Schulz and picked on any video, you would have known that like my thing is to pick on the crowd." Because
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, so do you ever like pick on the crowd and like make
Yeah,
like
that's how that fool blew up. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like it's questions, and a lot of people don't like that Steiny kid, like guy from like Nelk Boys. Every time I watch a video,
He always gets roasted.
yeah,
and shit.
I go in the
Yeah.
comments and it's always him. Like, bro, he's so dumb. Like, he's stupid. He always asks dumb questions. He's always doing like or asking. We've been playing ourselves the whole time. I swear to God, fucking what's his fucking name again?
Blake.
Fucking stupid ass Blake. He called out sick today, and now we don't know how to act.
Oh my god, fucking Blake.
It's okay. Pick it back up. Where we?
Okay. Sorry.
But Steiny, a lot of people don't like the guy. I feel like I really don't like him either. When I do watch
I ran into him at the airport one time.
oh yeah,
At John Wayne.
did you take a picture of him?
I just dabbed him. I'm like, hey, Steiny? He's like, yo. And that's it. We just like knuckle punch.
And you
knuckle
thought
tap
you
and-
think he appreciated that more than you asking for a picture?
Yeah, probably. Because he obviously had somewhere to go.
bro.
You fisted him?
How did you just fist Steiny,
we fisted
bro?
each other, technically.
I don't like that. I don't like that coming from you. Personally, me, I would have cracked it. Nah, just kidding. No, like, I think, well, I listened when, like, obviously heard both sides, right? Andrew's whole take was like, oh, I thought he was being disingenuous, and then Steiny was like,
well, I can kind of see that.
And he called him out on the spot.
Yeah, and then he was also Steiny's thing was like, oh, like what do you mean, like he tried to play like, what are you talking about, you know, like
he tried to play like innocent.
Yeah, but like if you've ever seen any of his like content or like any of the times he's been on there, like that's kind of like his character, you know. And I think that's what Andrew was figuring out in real time during the podcast, because he's like, is this like your thing, this is what you do, like you're, you know, this is your persona type of thing. And that's why he was kind of telling him, like, I understand what you're doing. You're trying to get your moments, like your clicks, or the shit that you can clip up and go viral off of, like, as you should, you know. But he felt like disrespected, because he's like, you're doing it like to me, you know. Like you guys chose me to do that too. Yeah. You know, when we could have had like a solid episode. And I think this is before Andrew kind of hit that like next level.
Actually, while you were talking, I was thinking this in my head. I feel like it was worse, because I feel like that's when he was like, I don't want to say his biggest, but it's when people really like
were paying attention
to Andrew, because Andrew was that was the point where if they would have put that out, it was at the point that Andrew was about to just like launch. Catapult, yeah, he was about to just take off. So that video would have done great for them. Yeah. And like Andrew, at the time, he knew that. He's like, bro, like, he didn't necessarily say this, but watching it and listening to him talk to them, I was like, he's like, bro, like, I'm literally, do you know, like you said, do you know who the fuck I am type shit. Like,
in a battle of words, like, dude, you're not going to win against Andrew Schulz. That fool's going to run laps around you, bro. And I think he had Steiny by the balls, basically.
And I think another thing that happened during that whole interview was like, he was like in the middle of talking, and like one of the people from behind the cameras like came up and like made sure that the Nelk, what was it? Their drink, Happy Dad, like was like in the right positioning inside the frame. He's like, and then he's like, oh, a product placement, like how nice, like. So his whole thing was like, oh, am I being used for like a commercial kind of type of thing, you know, like.
Well, I feel like if it's like, okay.
It's like if we're talking
LSDP, if we have our own thing, of course we're going to be showing it off.
Of course, but it's different where like, because I think it was like right next to where Andrew was. So they were just trying to get a shot with Andrew and the drink in the shot. Oh, and it's different if we put our product just on our table. But if we had a person here and we sat him there and we made sure that all our product was behind him, so every time the camera catches him, our product is in display.
And look, I wouldn't have an issue with that if the conversation was genuine and we were actually talking about something and you guys actually did your research on me. Like, that's how I wouldn't take it offensive. But if you're like asking me like these basically these very generic questions that you could have just fucking Googled, would I ask a comedian, you know, like, then that's kind of where it would throw me off. You feel me? It's like, bro, you brought me here and you're not even interviewing me good. You know, like, that's where I think it kind of went.
Do you know
south.
Who the fuck I am?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would be kind of butthurt too, because it's like, dude, you guys like invited me here most likely.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like, you're asking me questions that I expect Oprah Winfrey and like fucking Dr. Phil to ask me, because I expect them not to know who the fuck I am. Like, you guys are part of
they're part of the culture.
Yeah. Like,
they're young.
And I think one of the things that Andrew also said was like, he's like, I feel like I'm interviewing you guys, you know?
Yeah, he was like, asking
I'm carrying this, you know, you guys aren't asking me shit. And I think he was also confused because he knew Steve, but Steve couldn't be on camera, and like so he wasn't really talking, because like, how can you clip that, you know?
Yeah.
If someone's off camera, how do you clip them talking? So he wasn't talking, and he was kind of like confused, like, bro, what the fuck? Like, who is this kid? Who the fuck is Steiny, you know?
You're somewhere along the lines. I think what I heard is like, Steve can't be on YouTube.
Yeah, he can't. So he was behind the camera.
And I don't think he was like even part of it. And
no, he was there.
Was he?
Yeah. Trust. He was talking to him during the podcast.
Because it sucks that like the only reason that Andrew Schulz is probably there is because of Steve, and Steve can't be on.
No, yeah. On camera. And Steve was saying, he's like, bro, I be getting fucked up at nights and just fucking drunk texting like the representative of YouTube, like a bunch of shit, you know. Like, so that's how I know he was on there. But yeah,
he ain't gonna get his
YouTube channel. I think out of all the Nelk boys, Steve is my favorite.
So he got banned for what?
YouTube.
No, but for what?
Well, I think he was a part of like the agenda where during COVID and everything, you know, if you like spoke out in any way, like they demonetized you and they took off your channel. Yeah, he got canceled. Yeah, he got quote unquote canceled, like legit.
No, that's
why he's on Rumble and shit.
People follow him there. You think?
There's a Rumble following.
Sure,
yeah. Just not as much. It's not a YouTube yet, you know, but it's on its way. You think they got all the big dogs?
Didn't we talk about like how YouTube is like what it's becoming last spot?
Oh yeah, with Hollywood and everything. It's gonna end up becoming like an independent type of thing.
I feel like YouTube is about to like. I would invest in some YouTube right now. Is all I would say.
Yeah, you think it's gonna get even more like better? Or
I think it can because we're talking about like the Hollywood strike and the writer strike. You know how no one's trying to put in if you want to, or if you're in the union or whatever the fuck. So I think as this goes on, and you know, you already heard their take on it. They're trying to drown out the actors, the producers, the writers. They're trying to drown them out until they're like, okay, we need money, we'll work, whatever.
Yeah.
But now people are like speculating that it has potential for individual, like let's say brands or production companies to be like, you know what, fuck Hollywood, let's make a film and put it on YouTube.
Exactly.
You know, and now it's a streaming thing. Now YouTube might have a streaming platform. You don't know, you know? What if that's a thing?
And you can still charge people to watch that movie.
Yeah. What if you can set up a documentary series that you can shoot and upload and have it verified by YouTube? You know what I mean?
People do that already. Like they have, it's literally
like
their channel,
right?
But it's on YouTube instead of being on TV,
right?
You know, so
that's very. That's good.
Think about it. Leonardo DiCaprio makes what is it, Vimo or what, Vevo or what's that fucking music video?
Vimeo, I think.
Yeah, he makes one of those accounts. And he charges you $2 to watch the movie.
Now that goes all the money goes straight to you and your production company.
Yeah, so it's like all those $2 on top of being monetized.
Yeah.
So however many views you get money off of that.
Yep.
You get ad placement. It's like being independent music wise.
It would be better for the individual like artist or company, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, like I heard Charlamagne talk about the situation. I think he has a point. Eventually, I do think that a lot of these streaming services are going to come down to like, it's going to be, in my mind, because he only mentioned Disney Plus and Netflix. I think the big three is going to be Disney Plus, Netflix, and YouTube. Like, eventually, like the Hulus, the fucking Peacocks,
HBO,
they're all going
to Amazon's
going to I didn't know it, but I don't think they have enough money to keep going, is what I've heard.
Well, Amazon?
Yeah, like
I don't know about that. No facts.
No facts at all. But they're already always in the negative. Like at the end of the year for tax reasons, right? Like,
oh, okay.
We don't know what's going on with anybody's financial thing, bro. That's the thing. Like, you don't know. What if they do that on purpose?
And then they just write it off or whatever. Yeah.
Write it off as a loss.
Are you subscribed to do you watch anything on Amazon?
Fuck no.
Do you watch anything on Amazon?
It's funny you say that. I don't, but
I do have Amazon Prime.
The other day,
which includes it, right?
And I don't ever order anything, so they're just getting my money for free.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the recession's coming, right? That's what we're all saying.
We're in the recession, bro.
Okay, we are, but it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Take a look around.
Take a look around, bro. Gas is like $6, bro.
Cap, go to Costco. I got gas for like $4.25.
Not for me.
That's even a lot of money.
It is, but bro,
that's what it should be.
We sound like the old heads.
They've literally like economically, they literally fucking smash you so hard that you're like fine with it to an extent at this point.
Well, yeah, because to me, the way I look at it is just part of evolution, quote unquote.
Yeah,
like
this 8-incher isn't even that bad anymore.
Nah, bro. The thing is, gas used to be fucking like people used to talk about what they could do with a quarter. And when I was younger, people could talk about what they used to be able to do with a fucking dollar.
Remember when hot Cheetos were 99 cents?
Oh my God, no.
Exactly.
Stop.
That doesn't matter. Shit's always going to change. A cheeseburger was 25 cents. A cheeseburger was 25 cents at some point.
Stop.
If you want to keep growing as a country, shit has to keep fucking going. It's not just happening here; it's happening across the world.
So you think this is where it's at now, and it'll never drop back down to like $3 or $2.58? You don't think it'll ever go back down?
I don't think so. I don't think like the only thing that's ever gonna go up and down like that is fucking gas.
That's literally what we were just talking about.
No, bro. We're talking about a whole economy here.
I'm talking about. We were just talking about gas right now.
And I was talking about a cheeseburger. It was 25 cents at some point, and now it's fucking almost $2, and it's always gonna keep going down. It's never gonna be 25 cents again.
It was 25 cents. Laz, it was 25 cents like 100 years ago, bro.
I know, bro, and people were complaining about that like 50 years ago.
In 4 years, it's gone from.
And
like
when I was a kid, people were complaining about the gas, and my parents were fucking pissed that they had to pay $1.78 for gas. I would have loved to pay $1.78. Guess what? My kids are gonna hate paying fucking $20 for fucking gas. It's just what happens.
It's never gonna go back down.
It's not just us. It's everyone across the world.
Okay, everything is going.
A grain of salt isn't worth a grain of salt anymore.
I never said it was just us. You know, I'm just saying, like, you normalized it jumping so far, so fast. That's what I'm saying.
But is it fast?
It is. It literally happened in like a span of a year.
What happened in the span of a year?
The inflation fucking went to the economy went to shit in like a span of a year.
That's
bro.
what happens when everything
doubled.
Yeah,
in everything. The span of like.
That's what happens when you give away a bunch of free money. That's what you told us, right? This is what was gonna happen. You predicted the future.
That's what happens when we give a couple million over to Ukraine.
Extra. I don't know, bro. At this point, it's either we're gonna complain or just deal with it. You know.
Got to make more money. That's all.
Yeah, this 8-incher isn't that bad anymore. You're right.
This is bro, what are you talking about? That
economically, they've smashed you so damn hard,
and they smashed our parents in the past, and then our kids are gonna get smashed. We're all gonna get smashed, bro.
Not in that short of a span is what I'm saying.
How are you gonna? This guy always brings up 2008, how the fucking government or the money crashed. That shit happened.
The housing market.
Not just the whole fucking country went to shit.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
It's happening again. And that no one fucking believed that shit was going to happen. People talked about it.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about a recession for like the last 3 years. And it's like you said,
we're already here.
We're in it.
We've just been like,
but my thing is,
feed it to us slowly, and it slowly gets to that point. It wasn't as dramatic as 2008, but it's still like a.
He thinks it was. He thinks this happened over a year. But we've been talking about this for a couple years already. People have been waiting for the market crash to buy a house for a couple years now.
And we're in it. They don't realize that we're in it. Yeah.
Guys, I tried. All right.
The thing is, like, bro, what are we going to do? You expect us to go, like, you want us to pick up some signs and go out in front of the White House?
That's the thing. No one cares like that.
Make $5, $1 again.
That's why.
Take $5, $1 again.
It's not going to happen.
No, that's why I think we're fucked because, like, no, I don't know.
Now I understand what you're talking about, the 8-incher.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know anyone that goes out and votes?
Me?
Personally, no.
No. And that's why the older generation always, like, for me, I've always heard it from like older people, like go out and vote because like the younger generation never votes, and you have all these older people voting to put these certain people in power and put them in positions of power.
I've heard that before.
So ultimately, it's the older generation that's controlling what's going on,
right? Because the kids or the younger generation,
like whatever,
they don't really care.
Oh, you want me to go out and vote and stand on the corner and like make $1? No one's gonna do that.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
The generation sends out a tweet and they're like, oh, I did my part, you know. I posted my black picture, my black screen, you know. I did, you know. I've contributed.
The dumbest shit.
You get me? So the older generation is like ones that are like, and they're making rules for themselves, and they won't be here that much longer, bro. That's the thing.
I know.
So just something to think about, you know. I think,
but their kids will.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah,
it's like I've had like an older person like come up to me, whoever I was with, and be like, yeah, like you guys should be voting, and you guys, because you guys, you know, are the next generation.
You guys have to set up the world for how you guys want it to be.
And we were all just like, oh, okay, fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck out of my face. Not kidding. No, but it's 100% true. It's true. It's true. It is up to the. I'm gonna throw it onto the younger generation. You know, what I'm saying? It's up to y'all.
And I say it because like I peep my 401k and I'd be like, nah, this ain't it. You know, like, hey, don't get me wrong, bro. Fucking a lot of people hate Trump, but like my 401k was like booming. You know, during
when he was president. What is that?
Well, now it's gone
like,
to fucking the Ukraine.
Yeah, it's Ukraine, bro. They got the 401k over there.
They're having a lot of fun with my
401k
money,
and
yo.
the AKs and all
Zelensky. Zelensky's having a lot of fun with my money, yo.
That's what it sounds like, bro.
That's fucking funny. But you talk about people that the older generation putting people in office.
Yes,
I saw a story of like a transgender like person that was a part of like office. He's about to do some prison time for like and he had a big thing on like passing about a bunch of like transgender and like sexual like these rules that are passing where like people get away with pedophilia and shit. He just got caught like exploiting like a fucking like a little childcare place, getting pictures of like 3 and 5 year olds like naked and shit.
Wait, he got exposed?
Whoa. No, yeah, well, he's caught. He's exploitation of 3 and 5 year olds. So
I don't get it.
So he was taking pictures of.
Well, people were taking pictures, like the workers there were taking pictures for him, and God knows what he was doing with them. But the main thing here is
jacking off, yo.
The main thing is that he's a law making like.
Yeah, he's
political.
Yeah,
and this is the guy that is like allowing the pedophilia being okay or getting away with lower charges with this shit.
Did you guys just assume his gender?
No,
That's not the issue here.
I'm actually disrespecting her because he or she goes by her.
Okay, so yeah, this is where it gets like fucked up and this is where like the conspiracy theorists like can cook, right? Because they can be like, wow, this fucking. I mean, it sucks even more that it's transgender. I wish it was just like a regular fucking guy, you know?
Oh, no,
that had to be one of y'all.
Nah, but the thing is, I'm not even like I feel bad for the kids and shit.
Of course,
but that's not the main point here.
The main point
is that he's transgender and he's the one passing these trans laws and these pedophilia laws.
And this is what he's doing.
Yeah, so it's like
it's not a good look.
It's not
at all. The sad truth is, it's probably still going to go on. It's going to get swept under the carpet.
Because I don't think that like if it was a straight person doing it, the not the pedophilia. I mean that shit would still come up because obviously it's a kids matter. But the whole like transgender laws and all that shit being passed, that wouldn't even be that big a deal. But the fact that he's trans and he's getting all these different like crazy laws that don't make any sense getting passed. And it's like you said, it's the people that are voting that are getting these people in office. And it's the older generation. Yeah.
Personally, I think like what did it say? Like back in the day, they revolted over tea tax. And like now they're imposing everything on you, and you're like, oh, all right, whatever. I feel like in the older generation, but I say like the United States or the people of the government would have revolted already.
Think about it. They were so sick of being taxed for the thing that they love, tea, right? They were willing not to drink tea and dump it all in the harbor just to prove a point.
The Boston Tea Party.
And we're here like, how are we going to make more money to like afford the tea?
Yeah.
And it worked.
And it's working.
No, that worked back then.
Oh, that worked.
Well, they are the market.
Yeah, but
we are the market.
The thing, do you know why that worked? Is because back then they had to go or sail across the whole fucking world to get here. And we were always here. The military is here now. Yeah. So we're fucked.
Yeah, we can't get away with that shit anymore.
The rebels are coming to get your ass.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, that's funny.
Well, that's also why people like they use their Second Amendment. It's for that exact reason.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And at that point it makes sense. I keep hearing people say like everything that I listen to is like, oh, you gotta go and get a gun and you gotta fucking like learn how to shoot. Like you never know what could happen. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta go get a gun and
well, it is a possibility.
And you got a family.
Yeah.
So
that's the only thing that keeps me from getting a gun though. Like
you don't want your kids to like
grab it. And everyone's like, get a gun, like
put it in the safe.
I've usually people that like
open up the safe.
Maybe not the pages that we follow, because we follow a lot of like our like cultures fucking pages. So we usually don't have safe boxes and shit. But a lot of white people have safe boxes and their kids still find a way to get their like a lot of these school shooters.
Kids are smart.
Yeah,
they're smart.
A lot of these school shooters, their parents are like, well, I have a gun case and my guns were in the case, and he just found a way to get like kids are gonna find a way.
Your best bet is like a safe.
Yeah.
With a combination that only you know, to be honest. That's You know, you can't guess a fucking combination.
No, but it's true. Like, let's say all hell breaks loose, right? The military comes in and they're, you know, trying to invade your house or whatever. What are you gonna do? Like, you either like submit and like let them win or whatever, or you fucking fight back, you know, and defend what's yours.
Yeah,
That's true. You guys seen that movie Red Dawn?
The one
I don't think so.
where they're like dropping in parachutes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that shit.
An invasion.
That was like the first time that I was like, I might need a gun in Southern California, like, cause we're by the ocean.
I think I've seen the trailer for that movie. It came out like 5-6 years ago.
Fuck no, came out a while ago.
A while ago.
And I think at the time it was like, is it the Chinese?
Yeah,
Or the Russians?
pretty sure it was the Chinese.
But they
never seen
invade
that
us,
trailer.
bro. And they're just from
I think
everywhere,
you know
like
what?
everywhere.
I don't know if it was Chinese because in order for it to play in China, they had to like change the country that was invading. I think that's what I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think it might have been Japan.
Yeah. Dude, something like that
There
can,
was some type of Asian.
it can happen. The idea comes from somewhere.
Bro, but
you
in
know?
the movie, they were coming from it
Yeah.
didn't matter if you had a gun. I mean,
yeah, you were outnumbered, basically, is what you're saying.
I mean, those kids got away because it was a movie, but there was no way, bro.
Yeah.
He would have died in IRL.
That shit was
in
crazy.
real life, for those of you who don't know what that means.
Oh
you-
man, he's hanging in there.
Hey, I'm getting more cultured.
Hey, I like that.
Speaking about culture, have you guys seen the Barbie movie?
Oh no, actually no, I haven't. But have you?
No, I haven't.
I heard it.
Okay.
I heard it sucks.
Well, what do
Yeah.
you mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, one of my coworkers, who's a female, she went and watched it, and she was like, "Oh, like it was stupid. It was just a way to use like woman empowerment type shit."
I heard that too.
I heard something like
and
that
there
too.
was a girl saying this.
Yeah. I was
just like, I honestly went there with like a little girl. Like, I just wanted it to be like a Barbie movie, but they try to use it as like a whole feminist
political.
thing. And there's like that kind of like ruined the movie. Like,
okay. It's funny. One of my lovely friends, she told me that she just went to go see it yesterday too, right? When she went with her little sisters, of course. And she's like, it's not what I thought it would be.
with her
I'm
sisters,
like,
of course.
with her sister, of course. I'm sorry. And she's like, yeah, it's not what I thought it would be. I'm like, what do you mean? And then she's like, yeah, like it was very like what you said. Like they made it about like women empowerment and like
That's
feminism. And I was like, oh, so it was like a political kind of approach. And she was like, well, yeah, pretty much. Like I thought it was gonna be like a Barbie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See,
You know?
I was yesterday. I was talking about it amongst some like friends, people I know. There was also people that I don't know, right? And there was like somebody, I guess you can say from the
Somebody that I used to know?
LGBTQ community, there as well,
LGBTQ,
right?
yeah.
And we started talking about the Barbie movie, and I said, yeah, like I haven't seen it, but I have heard, you know, based off people who have seen it, that it's like basically based off, you know, it's very political and it's very feminist or whatever, and it's pretty much designed to program kids. Like I said, I haven't seen it, but it's pretty much designed to program kids that like we don't need girls, we don't need men, and then men, we can be better girls than girls are. Some shit like that. And then I said, but I haven't seen the movie, so like honestly, I don't know. Like,
And he was gay?
And then the
LGBTQ, bro. You can't
it was a she. She was like, you like should not be saying that.
Oh,
you have no
shit.
like, you know,
Wait,
you haven't
the
seen
person that said that was
the
Yeah.
her.
Go ahead.
No, it's because I'm confused who's saying what.
I said what I heard about the movie,
Yeah.
and then I ended with,
okay.
but you know what? I haven't seen it, so I honestly don't know.
And then what did he say?
she calls me out. Why are you saying that? You shouldn't be saying that. This and that. You need more context. And I was like, hey, I literally
let him
just
cook.
said.
Say his name.
Let him cook. Let him
I ain't
cook,
gonna say
bro.
that. I was like, yo, I literally just said that I haven't seen it and whatever. So like,
Yeah.
you know,
Say his name,
that's
fool.
it. Nah. I ain't gonna do that. Can't give him, her / the fame.
Damn. So he almost got canceled. Huh?
Whatever. Yeah.
Fuck
He or
it.
she.
Personally, me, I would have
Took off.
These fucking hands are rated E for everyone, yo. What's up, then? You know?
Yeah.
Take flight.
But like, fuck. I just wish they didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
I was just like, yo, chill, dude.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah. Are you guys down to watch the movie? Remember, we got our pink shirts on Valentine's Day, so we could go dress accordingly.
Ooh,
I wouldn't go watch it.
I wouldn't go watch it simply because I already know what they're gonna try to like.
I think I would watch the movie. Maybe I'll wait for it to like come out on streaming services. But I think I do want to give it a.
You know what I would be down to do with you guys? I'd be down to go watch Oppenheimer and wear like long coats and like the
Bro,
hats.
I heard that movie was 3 hours.
So
dude.
what? That's fire. I like movies, bro. Like I'll sit in there, be comfy. Like
I'll pass out. I'm not gonna do it, but I'll pass out.
Yeah, no. Okay, I like war movies. I do.
It's not okay.
Well, it's about the atomic bomb.
You guys never seen a Christopher Nolan movie? Do you think it's gonna be boring enough for you to pass out?
I hope not.
I think
that's the thing. Like, what's the movie about? And it's like, how entertaining can you make that? You know?
You don't know who Christopher Nolan is?
I know who that is.
I don't know, but he needed 3 hours to make a movie.
Well, he made Dark Knight.
Yeah, I know.
And he made Inception and Tenet and The Prestige.
Okay, those Dark Knight. It's fucking Batman. You already know that shit's gonna be like entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And
what about Inception?
Inception, it was science fiction based. You know, it was about dreaming. Okay, that's cool.
What about Tenet?
Tenet, I don't know what's Tenet.
It's about the time space continuum.
I don't think I've seen that one. But anyways, this one's about the atomic bomb. And I don't know how like you can make that fun or like entertaining. Obviously, there's a way, right? But it's just, right off the bat, I'm just not like invested.
Christopher Nolan made me care about 2 fucking magicians in like the medieval times, bro. Like, I think he can cook.
All right, I'm not saying he can't. I'm not saying he can't. But if you want to do that, let's run it.
I just think he's made me care about much less. You know.
You said we got to wear like long coats.
The long coats, the fucking white shirts with the tie. I'd be down.
I'm down for some role play
for the sake of content. At least if you guys aren't gonna watch it all the way, like we can at least fucking.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I told you, I'm down to do it. I'm just gonna pass out.
That'd be hella fire.
3 hours. Sheesh.
Yeah, after we get our content, I'll be like, all right, later, guys. I'm gonna go watch the Barbie movie. See ya.
Nah, I'm not gonna watch that shit. I'll wait for like the Ninja Turtle movie. I was never into Barbies.
Well, me neither.
Cap, you gonna go watch the Barbie movie, my boy?
Let's jump him.
It just doesn't sound. It's like even before everyone told me what it was about, it doesn't sound like something I would enjoy.
I don't like movies that have like too much like color theme in it. Like if it's all pink based.
I feel like if you watch it on shrooms, it'd be like, what?
The only
it'd be trippy.
I think the only movie that ever got away with that for me was like The Matrix. The green like film type of feel to it, you know.
You know,
you get me?
Yeah.
That was the only movie that made me.
A movie that kind of color theme reminds me of is like The Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Remember how the
like
whole
that shit.
Towns and the cars
were
all
The Cat in the Hat was a horrible movie.
Yeah, fuck. I don't like any of that shit. Like all that theme shit. I don't like it.
Yeah,
that shit was Jim Carrey, right?
Get that out of my face.
No, it's not Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Jim Carrey's the Grinch.
And I think he's the Cat in the Hat, bro.
Is he? No, I think it's Mike Myers.
Is it Mike Myers?
I think
you might be right.
Yeah.
That's what I was forgetting last time when I'm like, who else does Mike Myers play it?
Yeah.
I just don't like it. It's not good.
Yeah, it's garb.
It's not Dr. Seuss.
It's definitely got like adult humor in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I guess it kind of gives me like the fucking what's it called? The Mini-Me and fucking Dr. Evil movie.
Goldmember?
Yeah,
Austin Powers?
Austin Powers. Like that. It has the same feel to it where he'll like look at the camera and talk to it type shit.
Yeah, like that.
I guess I don't really like that.
Well, Goldmember was more like rated R, which was like a lot. You could be a lot funnier in a rated R movie, you know.
And they were like, how can we get this to kids? And they're like, oh, Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
They don't even make good comedy movies anymore.
Who?
Nobody.
I think Superbad was the last one.
Superbad?
Maybe even like 21 Jump Street.
You know, there's some people who haven't...
Step Brothers was hilarious.
I think Superbad was after that.
Superbad.
They might be around the same time, but Superbad was.
Let me find out you haven't seen Superbad, bro. I'll take Fly. I'll take Fly right now.
Okay, you guys are tripping me out right now. Superbad. What's the McLovin movie?
Superbad.
That movie came out before fucking Step Brothers.
Did it?
Yeah, it's been out for a year, like a long ass time.
Did Step Brothers come out first, or was it Superbad?
Superbad came out a long ass time ago.
So did Step Brothers, bro.
Step Brothers is more new.
2008 is Step Brothers. Let's see. Hey Siri, when did Superbad come out? Oh shit! A year before.
Yeah.
This guy.
I told you it was older.
No, but you made it seem like it was hella years.
Yeah.
It's okay. It was older.
And I said they were around the same time, like right away.
Okay,
anyways.
so yeah,
it was older.
I think that's when like cinema was peaking. You know.
Well, for
what the fuck? Ever
for
since that
comedy,
time?
for comedy.
Yeah.
Well, even I guess you could say even that time because isn't around that time the Batmans came out?
I think so.
Who
the
was
first
it?
one?
Was it Project X was another big one?
That one wasn't funny, but it was like cool to think of like being able to pull something like that off.
I like it because he has funny. All like a bunch of. He always has the homies, the Hollywood, the celebrities like all playing a part. Yeah. I think that's so cool. Like it makes me want to be a part of that. Like
to me, Pineapple Express, maybe even 21 Jump Street was probably one of the last funny ones.
21 Jump Street was.
Or what's the other one, Mr. Chow?
Mr. Chow.
Hangover. The Hangover.
Yeah, but the first one.
The Hangover. Yeah, the first one. That was a good one.
Was that around 2008 too?
Probably all around the same time. So
yeah, bro.
I'm telling you, that's. Where did we go wrong, bro? Like, at what point was it not okay to make anything?
We started canceling people.
Yeah.
No, but I want to know when was like the first one that was like, oh shit, you can't do that anymore.
When did it start?
How did we gradually get here to where?
Yeah, who fucked it up for the rest of us?
People started getting sued, bro. I don't know who, but people started getting sued.
It's not the suing. I don't think it's a suing.
I think so. People aren't going to stop. Because back then, people weren't stopping you if you were making money. Now, if it's like causing me money to have you on my platform and making fun of, like Dave Chappelle, he could get the bag, but not just from anyone.
That's not based on you getting sued, though. That's based on like the public perception and how people react to that.
Well, it's like if you're going after a certain group, certain people are going to feel offended and you're going to get sued. Like, I'm pretty sure Universal's been sued many times, and Lionsgate and all those production movie places, like for stuff that I feel like people have been becoming pussy. They've been standing up for themselves or what they think is what I should stand up for myself. People get offended easily. And now it's just like we can't offend anyone because it's going to cause us money.
Nah, I don't think that's what it is.
Okay, well then what do you think it is then? What was it for you?
It's a fake outcry. It's like the Netflix thing where everyone said they were so mad and then they're like, oh, go out and fucking protest. And there was like fucking like 30 people. But on the internet, it seems like it's such a mass, mass really exodus. But it's like
it's not that big of a deal in real life.
Yeah, but the actors are still not acting. They didn't show up because what fucking actor is gonna go stand? You think hundreds of actors are gonna go out there and stand and protest, or what are you talking about?
No, I'm literally talking about the public reaction to quote unquote content or like a film that has material in it that could have it be canceled. Like, what are you talking about? Why would the actors be out protesting their own film?
Because you're talking about 30 people just being there. Like, but who do you expect to be there?
All the people on Twitter who are saying like, oh, cancel this fucking show.
Not everyone lives in LA though. Like, people can't just.
And that's what I mean, bro. Like,
on the internet, it seems like it's a big deal, but when it comes down to the meat and potatoes, it's not.
Thank you.
People aren't really that invested into that.
I mean, yeah, you have a point. They're not that invested, but I'm not gonna go. Like, I didn't go to fucking Alabama or wherever these fucking big ass Black Lives Matter fucking riots and fucking marches and protests were happening, but I still supported it.
What do you mean? There was one in LA. There was one in San Jose.
Yeah, but the big ones were in like more black.
Are you
like what?
You didn't see the LA one?
Did you go to
that was wild.
Did you go to Baltimore? That's where the fucking actual thing started. No, because you're not that invested, are you?
I went to the one in my city.
Okay, but you didn't go to Baltimore where the shit's happening.
And that was pretty big.
So how do you know that there's not another 30 people in another city doing it?
You think there was only 30 people in the city?
No, well, because the city is bigger, bro. Like, you expect everyone to just pull up to LA to like protest Netflix. Niggas got jobs, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to LA.
Like,
that's what I mean. And that's my point. People don't care.
Yeah, people aren't going.
People care, bro. You went to San Clemente for the same situation that the people in Baltimore were marching for. So you cared. It doesn't mean that you have to go to Baltimore to fucking care.
And
people care.
I'm saying if you're at the hub, and if they're at the hub, there's 30 people outside, then how big could it be somewhere else? If you're at the hub, because you're saying that Baltimore was crazy, so LA, the Netflix thing in LA should have been crazy, but it wasn't, and that's my point. If you're at the hub, there should be a big outcry.
Netflix has places everywhere, bro. They shoot overseas a shit ton. A lot of our favorite shows aren't even done in the country. Like, we don't. Not every, like, people just think Hollywood, LA. This is not where like everything gets shot.
My point was just people don't care like that, to be honest. And I think slowly and slowly people are starting to realize that people don't care like that. And I think slowly and slowly we're going back to the real authentic shit, which is why I think podcasts, and that's why I think independent films are getting more traction than like all the Barbie shit.
Yeah,
people will watch a 3-hour podcast any fucking day, but they're not. They told you about Barbie, of what's about, and you're like, nah.
Not gonna go out of your way to.
No,
and that's what I think.
I'm not gonna watch a movie longer than 2 hours, but like you said, I will watch a 3-hour podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's real.
It's entertaining to me.
Mm-hmm. I bet you're not gonna watch a 3-hour podcast that's all fucking tiptoey around, like, you know, it's all formatted and it's all polite, and you know.
Yeah, nah.
You guys be inside. Usually the raunchiest shit that gets you to stay there longer.
Yeah, if it was all polite
for that same reason.
Yeah.
And all organized, I'd just watch the news. Like, there's no point.
That's it. That's all I want to say.
And in this segment, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know. People care, bro.
You say Wax. We could all get down.
I don't know.
Wait, is it Wax? Whack. I'm sorry, Whack.
Yeah, Whack 100.
You say Whack. We could all just get down.
Did you see what he just pulled off?
No. What did he do?
Get a song with Tekashi 6IX9INE and Kodak Black.
Oh yeah,
and
he's
Tory Lanez. And
he's managing.
Dude,
6IX9INE. I forgot.
Yeah, should we play
I heard
it
the
a
little snippet and I thought it was like
of who?
Pretty good.
Of who?
I think it was Tory Lanez singing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on the song together.
And then-
Yeah, it's Tory. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
All right, let's see it.
It's Tory Lanez, Tekashi, fucking, who is it? Kodak Black, and what's that chick's name? Yaleen.
Oh yeah, the one that he's like getting
smashing. I think it's fake.
Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to be a creator.
He's clapping
with
for
the
real.
job that I had, I felt
I'm
myself
not buying no girl, no chain like that.
Oh yeah.
I gotta eat. Not mixing business with the street. That's Kodak's outro line.
Yeah, and I think this whole thing is like a diss to Anuel.
Yeah.
Because how you get your bitch taken by a snitch.
And this comes right after the Instagram stories back and forth between Anuel and Tekashi and shit.
Yeah.
I think the record's hard, to be honest. Like,
for real, the beat goes. Tory Lanez
did his thing on the hook.
The fact that Tory Lanez is on this shit is crazy. Like, he's locked up and he's about to make some noise.
Yeah.
You know, Meg is out here with her Arthur fist.
What do you think? What do you think the hip hop? How do you think the hip hop community is reacting to this?
Arthur fisting.
Arthur fisting because of what?
Because
6ix9ine.
They let a snitch in the game, a real one. Because everyone else that's been exposed for snitching, they have this like clever little story about how they could get people to believe them that it wasn't really snitching, and like Tekashi was like snitching 4K, my boy.
Yeah, and
like,
that's the whole Gunna thing, right?
Yeah, he took out a whole fucking like neighborhood. Like, imagine someone in your city taking out every single gangster that you know in the city, like, and they take them to jail. Like, there is that. I don't think that neighborhood exists anymore, right?
I don't
like,
know.
he just wiped them out. That's what
He's working with the feds, yo.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think people are upset, but I also know that there's a bunch of people that didn't give a fuck.
I think it's 2023. I think if you're still really moving like that after you've seen like people like Young Thug go down, you know, all these big figures in like the hip hop community. You just saw Gierbo get locked up for wire fraud. Like, I think as we grow more into like the 2030s, like, I feel like everyone's just gonna stray away from like this street shit, and I think they're just gonna approach it like entertainment.
Well, think about it. Casanova was locked up. He got out, got caught for being in some text messages with people that are like that were selling drugs and guns and shit or something like that. And now he's back locked up, indicted on a RICO. And then while he was behind bars, he's like, I'm not a gangster anymore type shit. So like, it's obviously not worth it if this big buff, big bad guy that everyone was scared of on the streets is now saying like, hey, like, I'm no longer involved with this. I just want to get out, do my time. Like,
this ain't it.
It's not, bro. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, I definitely got influenced by music a lot when I was younger, but never to do stupid shit. Like, the dumbest thing I probably got influenced to do was probably like, I don't know, smoking weed. Like, by the time like The Futures and all that came, I was old enough to like be myself, you know. I had already done different drugs, and Future was just rapping about shit that I've done in my past.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like that's cool, but I could see how people like that were probably the age that I was getting influenced by the pills and shit by Future, and like these people really don't. And then what he came out and said, I don't really do drugs.
Yeah.
It's like it's a bunch of people coming out and saying it's not really like
what you think it
for
is.
entertainment purposes only.
So it's like, why, as a fucking young kid, do you want to be someone that these people tell you they're not?
Yeah.
Or don't want to be?
Because they don't know. They only hear the music and they fall in love with that, right?
I don't know. Maybe I picked up a joint or a blunt, but I never like decided I'm gonna go pick up a blicky and like shoot random people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we all know people.
Some people don't know better, you know. Some people don't have like any good role models or anything like that.
Some people are just impressionable. That's what it is too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like the thing is, getting a gun is one thing, but going out and like shooting people is another.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. People need to chill, yo.
So you think what
rap isn't real?
No, I know. Oh, trust me. I know rap isn't real, bro. Trust me. But yeah, I think this is another one of those things that exposes like the whole street shit in rap. You know, it's like, this isn't the place for that. You know, like it is if you want it to be, but you already know how that ends. You know, I think who was it? You said Young Jeezy. You know, we scream Scarface, but we all know how that ends. You know. Yeah,
the thing is, like, you can't live that life and then want to be a successful person, because with success comes attention. Like, if you want to be the kingpin, you stay low key. You don't bring attention to yourself. Like, if you want to do the rap shit, then you can't do the street shit. And people, there's people,
just expose yourself.
Yeah, there's people that could separate it. And those tend to be the successful ones, like the Kendricks. Kendrick is from the streets. And I'm sure he hangs out with his homies, but the right ones.
Yeah.
You know? There's people like Rick Ross. I don't know how street he is, but he has music about that shit, but he's not out here getting in like crazy trouble, right? Like,
right.
Like, would you say like Snoop Dogg is an example of that too?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg is the perfect example.
Yeah, he being a murder trial.
Snoop Dogg could light up next to the Pope and everyone would be okay with it, I think. And that's just my personal opinion, you know, but
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, like it's Snoop Dogg and he's like definitely keeps the street and that separated. There's people like Ice Cube, who's a big businessman, movie guy, keeps the streets and that separated.
Right.
Jay-Z keeps a lot of these successful people they keep that shit separated.
They have to in order to become successful.
And then you get the people like King Vons and the Pop Smokes and the people that live that street life and they like, just can't.
We're really out here doing this shit.
Like even, what's his name? Chicago, Chief Keef. When he first came up, he was definitely in the streets and trying to be famous, and that shit was not working out. I feel like there were shootouts. Like academics blew up off of just stories from like people in his neighborhood and himself, like shooting each other. I don't want to say he's out of the street shit, but I definitely don't see him associated with a lot of those people, and his career seems to be like doing a little better. Yeah,
it kind of I'm not saying it's right, but stuff like that, you know, when you're in shit, when your reality is like crazy and whatever, it kind of makes for some like, you can make some pretty good music off of that.
Fuck yeah.
Off of that emotion, off of, you know, what you're going through, you know, the vibe you let out, or the persona you let out like on that mic while you're going through that can make some good music.
Fuck yeah.
But
some of the best music, actually.
Yeah, exactly. But would I do it personally? No. I'm gonna keep that shit separated, yo. Did you guys hear that Miami mom? She's like 18.
The Miami home?
The Miami.
The mom in Miami?
Yeah, and
well, which one?
Let me get there. The one who killed her 3-year-old son.
She killed her 3-year-old son?
Did she kill him?
What the fuck? No way. You talking about the one that hired like the hitman, the fake? I don't think the baby died. Bro.
No, I think you're talking about the girl that she used the fake hitman page. I think the government set up like a sting. I don't know if it was the government, but she got caught.
It's like a fake website.
It was probably that one, yeah.
Yeah, she used the fake website. She paid $3,000 to kill her kid.
Damn.
To allegedly kill?
Yeah,
or to
it was fake. It was fake. Yeah. So do you think that there's a website that you could go to and fucking get someone off, bro?
So she went on a website.
Yeah.
And she paid someone to pretend to kill her son?
Yeah, but a fake website.
Not to pretend to kill her son. She tried to hire a real hitman through this fucking flimsy ass fucking
and
website.
Then the people who own the website were like, we got you.
Yeah.
You're trying to kill your son.
I think that it was like a government sting.
Yeah, it's like a setup. It's like a trap.
Yeah, it's like remember that show? I forget the guy's name when like the pedophile walks in. It's like, oh, how are you? It's like, what?
Yeah, it's just it's like that. It's a setup.
I forget what that guy's name is.
Chris Hansen.
It's like
Chris
a net.
Hansen.
It's a net. How you can catch these people who want to do these sick things.
Well, yeah, that's how you catch flies.
But $3,000.
So, bro, I'd be pissed. You waste $3,000 and you don't even get your
Fuck that. I'm happy it happened because fuck this bitch. At least she's like gonna get fucking arrested. And hopefully she's in Miami, so the death penalty is definitely a thing there.
Damn.
But
she's finished.
How fucked up is that though? Why is it really it must be hard having a kid then if this lady's trying to.
So I think some people have fucking
the thing
mental
is
problems.
She probably didn't. The dad wasn't probably around. She's 18. Her kid's 3, which means she had him when she was 15.
Sounds like the perfect guest to have on our pod, yo. She doesn't have a dad.
No,
she's got
the baby didn't have a dad.
Oh,
this guy. She has $3,000 to spare. I don't know how much trouble she could be in.
Yeah,
but bro, she's 18. She had her kid when she was 15.
She wanted to go be a thought again.
Bro, how many times have we seen I'm not gonna say our friends because I've never had a friend whose mom was like that, but there's always that group of friends whose mom is in her 40s or the age of everyone else's mom, and she's the one going out to the bar still because they missed out at a young age. They weren't able to do all that crazy shit.
I have an aunt like that personally.
See, what makes you feel like a 18-year-old who's been a mom since she was 15 isn't already over it?
Yeah.
This doesn't give her the right to do what the fuck she wants, but I'm assuming that the age has something to do with it. She's young, she's immature, she doesn't know. The other girl that not too long ago we talked about, she killed her baby at the hospital because it wouldn't stop crying.
I don't think did we talk about it?
I think we might have brought it up. If not, that shit happened.
Yeah.
She couldn't get her baby to stop crying. They asked her. And then she the cops came to her door and she was like, he wouldn't stop crying. And it's so.
What are you talking about? The hospital one?
Yeah.
No, that's not how it happened, Lazaro.
She got caught at her house.
Got caught doing what?
No.
Did she kill the kid?
No. The baby was still inside of her fucking stomach. What do you mean?
What?
She went to the bathroom.
Oh, what?
She
really?
she went to the bathroom at the hospital and she fucking popped it out and then she threw it in a bag or something. And
at the hospital?
Yeah, she put it in the trash.
How did she expect to get away with that?
I think we might be talking about 2 different situations, but yours is more
sounds like we are, but yeah, that's some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah. She went to the hospital because she had stomach problems, and then they were running tests on her, and then she went to the bathroom and fucking popped out her kid. I don't know if she suffocated it, but she put it in the trash can. Janitor went in there after and was like, "What the fuck? There's a bunch of blood in here." And then she found the fetus in the fucking the trash.
That's ridiculous, yo.
Yeah, and they called the cops. The cops went in there hey, you're under arrest. What?
For murder.
He's like, what? What the fuck? What did I do? She tried to play it off cool, and they're like, bro, we fucking found the baby in the trash. It's pretty fucking nuts.
What the hell?
That's insane.
Yeah. I thought that's what you were talking about.
But
it's a reoccurring thing that happens, it just sucks.
She was young too.
Up.
Was she young?
Yeah, she was 18, I think. That's why I thought you were talking about the same shit.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
What are they feeding these 18-year-olds?
It's the internet, probably.
Yeah.
Nah, I think that's just always been a thing. Those babies that you see, that people leave in the trash can in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. It's always been a thing. People abandon their babies, abandon their responsibility. Like
people are responsible, bro. Like especially like I imagine like how hard it is as a woman. Like not only do you have a kid at 18 now, a lot of the times the guy wants nothing to do with it.
Can't you put it up for adoption?
You can, and the thing is like I don't know how hard that situation is because a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a hard situation.
Though.
I feel like it's a shameful thing, though.
It is a shameful thing.
Like, oh, I just had a baby and everyone saw I was pregnant and now they're going to be like, where's the kid?
And not that it would have been the right thing to do, but this was just another alternative thing. Can you just still get an abortion if you didn't want the baby? It's not the right thing to do, but what she did was still fucking wrong.
That was even crazier.
Yes.
Yeah, what she did was crazier. That technically is not an abortion. I think that's like the baby.
That's murder.
That's murder. Yeah.
That was, and that sounds crazy saying, but isn't that just another alternative? Like that might have like, maybe that's not as wrong. Yeah. Like you probably wouldn't have got arrested
if you would have just gotten an abortion.
Yeah.
Well, depending what state you live in, but yeah.
No, because like you said earlier, like the woman's gonna have the baby, and then like in the future, the dad's not gonna want anything to do with it. He's gonna leave. She's gonna get stuck with the burden, and it's just like not convenient.
Yeah.
It's not very like if it might sound fucked up, but like it's not a logical thing to do to like. It's not in your best like interest to keep a baby and raise it alone, like knowing that like the dad's gonna fucking not be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, like abortion should be like an option.
Yeah.
Right. It's a fair thing, I think.
Yeah.
But as long as you do it right, like not after birth, obviously, it's got to be early in the early stages.
Some people are so stupid. Like, what makes you think that like there's gonna be a link on the internet that you could actually hire like a whole website?
Maybe she was on the dark web or something.
That's like the natural selection shit. Like, there's just some stupid people in the world.
There is.
You know, unfortunately.
Murderyourkid.com.
Like, what?
We have a special going on today.
What the fuck? This guy's
3K.
crazy, yo.
We got the 2 for 1.
Get us out of here.
Yeah, bro. This is some Would You Rather. Money's out here tripping, yo. Get 2 for 1. This guy. Some Would You Rather.
I'm a marketing guy. What can I say?
Got a coupon, huh?
Got the coupon.
All right. Would you rather be extremely allergic to your favorite food or forced to eat your least favorite food once a week?
Oh my God. Forced to eat my least favorite food once a week, probably.
Yeah, same here.
Really?
Yeah, because what?
How bad?
Imagine having like your favorite food but being allergic to it and suffering every fucking time.
But you don't have to eat it.
Oh.
Well, then it's not my favorite food
that changes everything.
Well, then it's not my favorite food anymore.
Yeah, like people that are allergic to like peanut butter, what if they would like really love it, but they never try it because they're allergic to it?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really fucking matter.
I'd rather just be allergic to be allergic to In-N-Out. Fuck it. There you go. I just won't have In-N-Out anymore.
Yeah.
But having to eat something like personally, me, papaya is like my least favorite food, and that shit makes me throw up just by the smell. So having to eat that shit
technically you're allergic to that.
Me having to eat that shit it's not fun.
Yeah, papaya's not. I don't like it either.
All right, so you would rather give up your favorite food?
I'll eat my least favorite food once a week.
All right, you said the same?
No, I would give up my favorite food.
Yeah, no chips for you.
Yeah, no chips.
All right, next question. How is your generation different from the new generation of people?
Well, I think we argued that a little while ago. I think it's internet based. I think people exist on the internet.
Okay, let's break it down. Let's break it down this way. How is your generation different from the older generation? And how is your generation different from the newer generation?
Well, I think my generation is somewhere in between the younger,
obviously.
right?
Well, it is, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think
Captain Albie.
No, well, we all share. I think for me, as far as I know, I don't know. You guys are only 2 years younger than me, and like I feel like there's already like a.
Oh, you feel more older and more wise than us? Or
not wiser, but like there's obviously shit that
like
we
I always say
disagree on, but like. I don't know, like I'm not that I'm old fashioned, but like I feel like I share the same morals because I was raised like with like my uncles and my aunts, like I lived with them, so like.
Well, we live with our uncles and aunts too.
Right.
We were all raised by older people.
No, you guys lived in the same household with?
Yeah, I did.
I think our generation isn't like that far apart.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, there's definitely like differences. Like the older generation opens doors for women, and
I still do that.
Yeah. But not everyone in your generation does. I feel like
then again, it's like I'm really him, you know. So like it's hard for me to be like, yeah.
Watch, the older generation is more respectful. Like
I'm like that.
They respect boundaries. I feel
I'm like that.
And then the newer generation is just more woke.
I think the newer generation more woke, and also like they never got punches often. So like, you know.
Because they're woke, they're like, well, why would you punch me if that would just cause me pain, and it would cause your hand pain?
Yeah,
they just explain everything. It's like, bro, like, why would you do that? Like, think about it. Is it really worth it? It's like, what? I'm gonna punch you.
It's different in that aspect. I think punishment is a lot different. Yeah, you know. And then what else?
But I also don't like to generalize either, because like my brother's 18, and like he be showing me like the teenage, you know, where their mind is at and stuff, you know. So I kind of like to like measure that, you know.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know, there's still some of that out there, you know. I just don't like generalization, but I think the biggest thing is like the internet thing. To be honest, I think that influences the youth a lot more than the older generation.
Another difference is I was still part of the generation where we would play outside.
Same.
Were you?
Yeah.
We all were.
Yeah.
And then like my younger brother, I don't know about your younger brother, but like they didn't really do that. Mm-hmm. They were more like indoors.
They did, but they spent more time inside.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. They'd rather play video games or just be inside doing whatever, you know?
They went outside when my parents would be like, paga esa madre y sal pa fuera.
That's the only time they would go outside. Exactly. So that's another difference right there.
Even with my younger brother, I like the same thing. I have to snatch his phone sometimes, you know, for him to do shit, you know? Just because it's so easy
go
for them.
outside in the sun and like get some light on you.
Call him that fool from the bench warmers.
That fool's hella pale. Hella pale. Crazy. But yeah,
funny. All right,
I think it's the internet's a big one.
Next question. Does it bother you that the big tech companies take it and sell your personal data?
No one cares. You put agree on every app that you download. Like if you cared that much, you wouldn't have any apps on your phone.
I can say that I care, but really I don't, because I'm not doing anything about it.
Exactly. Does it bother me? Yes. Will I do anything about it? No.
The most I've done is put ask app not to track. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm doing the most with that.
Sometimes
not this time, guys.
Sometimes I'll be like, fuck, I like this app. Let them track me, you know?
Okay, I'll let you guys.
While using app only.
But it's all it is for like advertisement, you know?
Yeah, for real. It's bullshit.
So they just want your money.
All right. Does it bother? Oh, we all had the same similar question answer. All right, last question. Would you rather be attacked by a bear or rather be attacked by a shark?
Ooh, a bear.
I'm taking the shark because the only reason I'm taking the shark is because I know how that if you could punch a shark in the nose or between the eyes, you could get rid of it. A bear could climb a tree, could run fast as fuck. I don't know what to do to fucking...
bear will fucking tear you to shreds, bro.
I know. They'll actually skin you alive, you know? They don't... Because they don't kill, like, just to kill. Like, they want to eat.
They enjoy.
Like, so they'll eat your guts first, I think.
They'll eat you alive, just like everything on this fucking planet.
They eat the good parts first. Then
I just think I have a better chance of running away from a bear than...
From a bear?
Yeah. I know they run fast, but
what's the best part about you? What would the bear eat first, Andre?
Definitely my ass.
Oh my God.
Oh shit! Right there.
Doesn't he like peel it first, so it's gonna feel a little raw?
Hey, I guess you gotta find. I guess you gotta find out, huh?
Yeah. Well,
what about you, Monty?
Okay. Well, one of my biggest fears is sharks, but I also don't want to get like tear to shreds, you know. And usually, when you get attacked by a shark, they take like a bite. And they might rip your hand off or your leg off
or your
like
head,
arm off.
And then you're fucked.
But usually after that, they go away. So I think you might have a better chance of surviving a shark attack than a bear. Therefore, I think I'd rather get attacked by a shark.
All right. That sounds fucking...
I ain't trying to get my ass eaten, yo. like that.
Not by a bear.
Not by a bear, at least.
All right, was that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you want to say before we go, guys?
Yeah, check out our YouTube. Check out our fucking Instagram. Check out our TikTok. Check out all of our stuff.
everything. All right, we'll be back next week, guys, with another episode for your head time. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yep.
I'm here with Monty.
What's up?
It's the Lord Sacred Dish Shit podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the hottest motherfucking podcast in the world. You already know what time it is, man. We'll be back next week.